Hi, this is Joel from Agrilabs. Joel, could you tell us a little bit about what you do in your role with Agrilabs?
I manage the tech services team at Agrilabs. We're a group of veterinarians specializing in dairy, cattle, companion animals.
Could you tell us a little bit about the hornfly situation in the United States? Because your team would cover so much of the United States, I'm sure that's an issue that comes up on a regular basis. What is the hornfly? What's the problem, and what does Agrilabs have as a solution?
Hornflies are nasty little critters that are problematic throughout the country, and unfortunately later in the season is when they really like to party. Typically what cattle producers will do will work the cattle early in the year. They'll shoot them ear tags to prevent hornflies, process them with pour-on, and then let them out in the field. Problem comes in late in the summer when the weather is hot and stays hot, and the fly population increases significantly, number one, and at the same time the effectiveness of the pour-on and or the insecticidal ear tags wear off. And unfortunately, late in the season, those animals have grown. They are difficult, they don't want to be worked. It is hard, it is dangerous for the animals, and hornflies in and of themselves are a significant stressor of the animals and a financial loss for the producers. In the U.S. today, hornflies alone cost producers about $800 million. Depending on market value of beef, that translates into $15 to $50 per head per season. That's a lot of money to lose because of these bugs, and we see the
AMC
gel cap. We see the AMC gel cap system as a wonderful opportunity for producers to answer the need for treating these animals. Late in the season, their options are running them through the chute again, which is tough, or not treating them, which typically happens. So one way or the other, it's costing them time, money, effort. It's costing the animals a significant amount of stress.
Well, it's also weight, isn't it? I heard something as 10 to 30 pounds per cow per year
Right.
could be lost, which if you translate that into the cost when you're actually marketing the product at the end of the year, that's substantial with a whole herd, right?
It's significant, and what the animals should be doing is eating and gaining rather than itching and twitching. Okay?
That makes sense to me.
And what the AMC cap will do is keep them eating, keep them happy, and reduce their stress level, and reduce the cattlemen's, the producer's stress level as well.
That makes sense to me. One of the things that I've seen is that for some of the older folks, it seems like a pretty good product. You've actually seen the product in action and seen gentlemen dosing their cattle. Do you think for the guys that are 60 or 70 or getting up there in years, this is a great alternative product for them?
It's probably the only alternative product, number one, but I don't even see the age significance there. I mean, running cattle through chutes is tough, it's dangerous for the folks working the cattle, and it's dangerous for the cattle. I mean, they hurt themselves, and you wind up, if you run enough animals to the chute, that you have accidents to the animals and to the workers there. So not having to bring them chute side, work them is a wonderful alternative. And right now for producers, it probably represents the only intelligent, efficient, and cost-effective option for them.
So AMC is a pour-on called cyfluthrin, and with your knowledge of pour-ons, it migrates across the cattle's hide. Could you explain to us a little bit how that works, or is there any difference between AMC as a gel cap or somebody applying pour-on through a chute like you mentioned earlier? Is there any difference?
There's no real difference. The product is the product, same products that's been out there for 15, 20 years. Very, very effective. It's a staple in the animal health community, and it is effective. And all that you're bringing to the table is a new way of delivering it. And rather than doing it on top of the animal, pouring it on, you're doing it from a safe distance, both for the cattleman and both for the animal. And it's a stress reliever. It's an all-around stress reliever.
Well, Joel, I appreciate your time today. Thank you for coming in, and we look forward to talking to you again in the future.
David, it's been fun.
Thanks, Joel.
Thank you.
Cut.